Danny. Well, the U.S. government starting to get back to normal after a record 43-day shutdown finally came to an end last night. 6 House Democrats joined almost all Republicans to support sending the Senate-approved measure to the president's desk. Now the functions of government are beginning to get back to normal. Natalie Brand has the latest.
Shutdown-related air travel impacts aren't over quite yet. Airline sources tell CBS News it could take 24 to 48 hours to ramp back up to full service once the FAA lifts its flight reduction at 40 major airports. Still, travelers are breathing a sigh of relief that the weeks-long shutdown is finally over.
It's good that they're back to work. Hopefully things get done.
With everything going back now, so just seeing how things flush out. So we hope all goes well.
More than 670,000 furloughed federal employees are returning to work. 730,000 others worked without pay.
The members that I represent, they are ecstatic. They are happy that the government's open. They can now get back to life. They can get back to business. They can make sure that there's food on the table.
The tens of millions of Americans who rely on federal food assistance should see their full SNAP benefits soon. A USDA spokesperson told CBS News recipients in most states will get their benefits within 24 hours.
That clock started with President Trump's signature on the funding measure late last night, but there's still a fight over Democrats' health care demands, which were not part of the bill.
The Affordable Care Act tax credits expire on December 31st. We have to continue to press our case to compel Republicans to deal with this.
President Trump Wednesday night said he would be willing to work with the other side on health care, but took aim at the Affordable Care Act.
It all includes fixing the health care system that Democrats broke with the disaster known as Obamacare. Obamacare was a disaster from day one.
The Senate deal to end the shutdown included the promise of a vote on health care in early December. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
The White House Office of Management and Budget confirms to CBS News that paychecks to federal employees who had been furloughed or who were working without pay will go out starting Sunday, with the goal to completing backlogged payments by November 19th. And even with the federal government back open, the impacts of the shutdown are still rippling through communities, including here at home. Federal programs like SNAP, which provide food assistance for millions, are still catching up after more than 6 weeks of disruption. The River Valley Regional Food Bank says it's seeing an increase in demand as families wait for benefits to be restored.
Just because they've implemented everything, it's still going to have a little bit of a tail end to where, hey, payment processing systems, financial institutions, everything's getting up and running, so it's going to take a little while. It's not going to be an immediate effect. That's why we're still trying to make sure that people are knowing where they can volunteer, how they can help out the community while these SNAP benefits are still being delayed. And once they are, we hope it's going to be a minimal couple of weeks, but at the same time, you never know exactly, so you want to make sure you're prepared in case of emergencies in that situation.
Officials say most benefits should be restored within the next few weeks, but warn there could still be backlogs and payment delays as federal agencies return to full operations. Community groups continue to offer support, urging families to stay prepared in case those delays last longer than expected. Well, today at the University of Arkansas Fort Smith, local business owners and community leaders are gathering for the 7th annual Invest Fort Smith Summit. It's a free event with professional headshots, a lunch, and panels focused on topics like AI and reinvesting into Fort Smith's downtown. Amanda Hager with Main Street Fort Smith says the goal is to bring everyone together to strengthen their businesses and in turn strengthen the city.
And no matter where you're at in your journey, right, with your business or your conception of your business maybe, or your expansion of your business, no matter where you're at with your journey, you need help. You need partners. You need people who can answer your questions, who can support you. And this is an opportunity to meet those types of people all in one space.
Hager says Invest Fort Smith started as a summit to bring businesses downtown, and it's now expanded to the city as a whole. In Fayetteville, the school district is reevaluating how students move from elementary to high school, working to make that transition smoother for families. And a big part of that plan includes new campuses, including one for Ramey Junior High. The proposed site just east of College Avenue is land the district already owns and now considers the top choice for the new school. Some community members say the location is too costly and too risky to build on, pointing to tree loss, steep hillsides, and traffic near other schools.
Our board has been very thoughtful in where they place the schools to where it not only meets our current needs, but we expect it will meet the needs for the future.
District leaders say the $103 million design will preserve more than 30% of the natural landscape and will improve stormwater drainage, all while bringing the schools closer to where families live. The rezoning request now heads to the Fayetteville City Council for final approval. In continuing coverage, the attorneys for the man accused of killing 2 people at Devil's Den State Park have filed for the death penalty to be removed. Andrew McGann is accused of killing Clinton and Kristen Brink at the state park in July. McGann's counsel has called the death penalty unconstitutional, citing cruel and unusual punishment. McGann is set to be back in court tomorrow. We also have an update on the Johnson County shooting that killed 68-year-old Kenneth Michaels. The Arkansas State Police now say they have custody of the man they suspect fired the shots at Coal Hill City Park. Investigators say the suspect was seen running away from the area, and then about 30 minutes after the shooting, law enforcement took 25-year-old Colton Content into custody. He now faces a first-degree murder charge. Investigators in Bentonville say a man is facing some disturbing allegations, accused of raping a young girl over the course of 5 years. Now, we do want to warn you, some of these details are graphic. Wade Green faces a slew of charges, including sexual extortion, concealing birth, and 2 counts of rape. Court documents state the victim told police Green started sexually abusing her in 2020, leading to a pregnancy in 2023. Those documents say Green physically assaulted the girl in an attempt to abort the baby. You can read more details about this investigation on our website, 5newsonline.com. And a Northwest Arkansas volunteer firefighter is critically injured after a motorcycle wreck. The Maysville Volunteer Fire Department shared this picture of fireman Colby Amos. The chief says the crash happened in Oklahoma, and the department is taking donations and will also be raising money at its annual chili supper that will be on November 22nd. Well, a hazardous gas leak in Weatherford, Oklahoma has forced hundreds to evacuate, left others sheltering in place. Authorities say a tanker truck leaked ammonia in a hotel parking lot on Wednesday night. Authorities report 500 to 600 people are in shelters today. Nursing homes were evacuated, schools and some local businesses were ordered to stay closed. The air quality is being monitored in the area. The truck is no longer leaking, but officials say calm winds are slowing the gas's dispersal. Multiple agencies are on the ground, including the Oklahoma National Guard, helping first responders contain the situation.